next, I guess this would be, I would say that Councilman Cahill and Councilwoman Talby would give some color on this before we vote on it. You, Ted, because you're the liaison to sewer, and John, because you somewhat left the final negotiation like this the last couple of months.
The color that I could add to this is that this has been an ongoing project that we embarked on 3 years ago with an energy performance contract company, Navitas. And it started with some asset renewal, and then it went into full-blown water resource recovery facility, which we will have when this project is done, to bring it into present day. So along the way, we've had several amendments to this. This is the final amendment to bring this project to its conclusion. And if we didn't have enough going on along the way, then Coke Fairlife came to town, which changed a lot of the specifications. I will say that they did come to town. One of the main reasons was because of what we were doing in creating that water resource recovery facility. And that helped them to choose us. So we had the capabilities to process what they would be sending us, but it caused some redesigns and some changes midstream. So this has been an ongoing project where we've had to be able to adjust as we move along. Sometimes we felt like we were building the plane as we were flying it. We were midair and we didn't have one of the wings on yet. So I want to thank Councilman Cahill, who wanted to take a very close look at this third amendment and see if there weren't any further savings that the town could realize in that. And that's as much color as I'm going to give, and perhaps Councilman Cahill would like to take over.
Well, I just want to thank Supervisor for the opportunity, and also to Art and Rick. I had a lot of catching up to do with the first two amendments. I spent probably, 3 weeks at least, to a month, reading through the contractual language, speaking to Rick and Art on the phone on numerous occasions before we sat down with Dennis, who represented Navitas, and they did agree to change some of the contractual language, which benefited the taxpayers significantly. So it was interesting, to say the least, and very educational. But we are building a state-of-the-art facility over there. The dryer building is one of the significant factors, I believe, that will save the taxpayers millions of dollars over the years in revenue that we will be seeing. So we were looking ahead with respect to that. So I give you and your team, kudos for the foresight you had.
Anybody else want to say anything? If you guys don't mind, I'd like to read this motion, but I want to add in something that isn't on the agenda. I want to add in the specific dollar amount of this third amendment, and also what that brings the total contract cost up. So it's important to have that in the resolution. So I will make a motion. I can't make this motion. Could you one of you do it and add that specific dollar amount of the third amendment and what the total cost, original contract between amendments is?
So I would make a motion that we authorize the supervisor to sign the third and final amendment on the the Article 9 Energy Performance Contract. This amendment increase is $23,348,802, bringing the revised contract sum, including this amendment, to the project of $85,327,849. This contract is between Navitas and the town of Webster on the wastewater treatment facility project. And again, my motion is to authorize the supervisor to sign that amendment.
Second.
Councilwoman Cataldi?
Aye.
Councilman Cahill?
Aye.
Supervisor Flaherty?
Aye.
Councilwoman Wynn? Councilwoman Wright? Aye.
And I will say, I had the chance to talk to Finance Director Paul Adams and Deputy DPW Commissioner, Head of the Sewer Department, Art Patron, today, just to reiterate to them that if this goes through tonight, they're going to be the VIPs of the town the next year as this plant is built, because Art, similar to what he did on the phase 1 of the project, overseeing Arden and Judas as the engineers, Lou Heron, kind of, pretty much is overseeing, I hope you don't take it the wrong way, Navitas, the Navitas, the one throat to choke. I hate to say it, that's what it was sold to us as. And then Paul, it's an open book contract, very different. So Paul will be probably weekly working with certain people at the Navitas, whether it's finance or whatever, to make sure we understand that open book aspect. Patty Cataldi and I had a chance a couple months ago to sit down with Kobe, I always forget his name, is it Camper?
Again, Schroeder.
Camp Schroeder, who owns, one of the owners. And we said, you know, just to give you some perspective, I mean, this is an $85 million contract. It's the biggest thing we've ever done in Webster, so I just wanted you to know, if you have frustrations with Art because he's on you about things, or you have frustrations with Paul because he keeps calling you about, I want to know this and this and that, don't be frustrated with them, be frustrated with me and the town board, because that's the instruction we gave them. It's an $85 million contract. We need to watch it over the next year, so.
I think it's also important to mention that while our sewer treatment plant is being upgraded, at the same time, Coke Fairlight is building their project. And we need to stay ahead of them so that when they're done and they're ready to send their influence to us, that we're ready to receive it. So there's a lot of coordination going on right now with respect to those two projects, and we definitely need to stay ahead of them. So it's a big climb, believe me, I understand. You guys are doing a great job.
They really are, and a couple of them are here tonight, you know, I mean, I like working with these guys, and I think they're doing well by us, but like I said to Kobe, do you realize that there's a highway garage being built in town that was bonded for $28 million? Not many people talk about it, and the reason is because 3 times the size of that project is the sewer plant. If the sewer plant project wasn't going on, the highway garage would be by double the largest project ever done in town. Think about that. But it just gives some perspective. It is the largest project we've ever done. We have to really watch it and make sure that we're maximizing all those owner allowances and the contingencies and all of that stuff. That's our job, so.
Yeah. And just meeting with Art, I think it was last week, we were talking about areas of saving money. And they're on a daily basis, looking at where they can save money. I'm thinking, I can't remember exactly what it was, but they saved like $7,000 over what the projected cost was. And that's the sort of thing that they're doing on a daily basis.
If you pick up 7,000 every day for the next 365 days, someone do that math real quick? Anyway,